Listen to me. If there was a wise man who would ever think of this, they would say in order to be superior to the man, you've got to be DaMan. For I am the man himself.
How you guys all doing on this Wednesday evening? This is the Club of DaMan 1993. No scarf, just in my clothes I wore to work today, and just, coming down here. Still used to saying down here. I'm also used to saying up there. Down here in my basement. And I thought I would post a channel update tonight. I definitely wanted to post this around this time, as September is almost over already, unbelievable, and we head into October. I do want to get into a channel update, just updating what's all going on, what my plans are for the rest of the year, especially because some of you know the big thing that's about to happen to me in 2 months. I get to start one of the jobs that I have always wanted in this life. I've already gotten several things. I do have a working job to make a living right now. I have a job as a husband to my amazing wife who's upstairs right now, and it's been the best thing. And what's going to be even better is, as Johnny Gargano mentioned this, when he briefly took a break from wrestling after his NXT contract ended in 2021, he mentioned that he was getting ready to start another one of the best jobs ever, and that's be a dad. So that, of course, is happening in mid to late November. I'm going to be a dad. My baby is supposed to be due on Thanksgiving Day, but right now the plan is for my wife to have the baby at week 39 because the baby is already 3 pounds already. Healthy though, but it's just a little bit of a bigger baby so far. So we are planning on having the baby the week before Thanksgiving. With that being said though, that is of course going to impact my channel a little bit. And I'll first start by getting this out of the way. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not closing the channel. I'm not being done for good. Won't lie, there was a time years ago I thought when the time came for me to be a father, I felt there would have been a time for me to back away from YouTube. It's not. Even my wife, of course, thinks it'd be crazy for me to completely give this up. She knows this is probably my favorite hobby. And to come on here to share my interests with other people out there, mainly wrestling, baseball, video games, all the stuff I've done on this channel since, 2012, again, was when I first started the channel. But I felt like 2015, 2016 was when my channel really got going. Especially after seeing how other people like to share their opinions on different topics like wrestling and all the stuff I've shared my opinions on, inspired me to do the same thing. And, that's why I do here. So, let's get this out of the way. I am not quitting YouTube. I'm not doing that. But things are going to change a little bit. And honestly, I'm not sure 100% going forward how things are going to change. How me being a father is going to impact how much I can do on YouTube here. I remember for a while, I was just uploading stuff like randomly. And I feel like the last 2 months, the whole idea of my channel being structured is going to kind of go on hold. Meaning that I'm still going to upload videos. There will still be content the last 2 months. Everything I think will be normal up until Crown Jewel. But after Crown Jewel for November and December, mostly because I gotta be ready for when the time comes to get my wife to the hospital, and the fact that I want to, of course, be there to help my newborn son be able to season into life and whatnot, and help support my wife as well, and just, bond with my newborn. So I feel like the structure of my YouTube channel is going to have to change. Like I said, I feel the main thing is like the weekly stuff that I always put out. Mainly Raw and SmackDown reviews. I will not be doing Raw and SmackDown reviews in November and December. The things I will promise for sure is I will do card predictions for, well, we have 3 pay-per-views left to do card predictions for this year. Crown Jewel, Survivor Series, and I know it's not till February, but Royal Rumble. Get that started. Try to get the views early. Even though the last couple match cards have not really done too well in views, I'm not going to lie. It's been a little bit of a disappointment, sadly, especially since I've been working hard on them with After Effects and Photoshop. I didn't get to work on any other projects to kind of enhance my tools more as I wanted to this year, but I eventually will. I promise that. But I definitely will do those. I cannot guarantee a preview for Survivor Series, but I will do a review of Survivor Series at some point. There will be a review. There may not be a preview, though, because, again, my baby's due around Thanksgiving. So that could be a time when it gets impacted. But I will do a preview for Bad Blood, and I will do a preview for Crown Jewel. Like I said, everything will stay normal up until Crown Jewel. When I get to Crown Jewel, the week before Crown Jewel will be the last Raw and SmackDown review I do for the rest of the year. I will, if anything big happens though, I will record a brief little video and post it. But as far as like guaranteeing, like having a structure, like I need to go a little loosey-goosey for just for a couple months. As far as when I get back to Raw and SmackDown reviews though, I'm not sure. It may not be until mid-January. And the reason why is because not only, of course, will I be getting out of the holiday season, not only will I be getting out of the first few weeks of my son's life, but January is usually when I do my once-a-year business trip. Well, I sometimes do more, but the one that I always go on is in January again this year. Between January, I think, 12th to the 17th. So I'm not sure if I'll get back to doing Raw and SmackDown reviews before then or after then. I also, and I mentioned this in several channel updates, at some point I may have, because the first thing is, I'll be 100% honest, I like getting content out there. I don't like always recording Raw and SmackDown reviews. Some of these shows, I really feel like I would love to do them live. It's just that it takes time for me to prep them. And by the time I prep them, I'm tired. So I put them off into the next day, and then the next day, and then the next day. So that's why anybody find it easy to just record them. That way I can upload them whenever I get the chance and dress them up the other ways that need be. I hate doing that. I would rather do them live. I love interacting with my fans. And I feel like I haven't been able to grow as much of a fan base because I don't do as many live streams as I used to. If I can get back to that, that'd be great. Because that's why I've at times thought about doing just one live stream a week, talking all the wrestling I want to do, and then clipping it with like the Raw portion, the SmackDown portion, any other stuff I may do. I've thought about doing that. My problem is I'm too stubborn. When I start something, I like to finish something. And I really don't want to take away doing Raw and SmackDown reviews separately. I think both shows should deserve their own spotlight. But again, it may just be something I might have to do. But I don't know for sure yet if that's how I'm going to do it. I may just still stick with the normal plan and just record them and say just screw it. But I don't know yet what we're going to do with that. But that's the main thing that's going to change the last 2 months of the year after October. Like I said, October we'll get through the same thing. Well, this week there will be a Raw and SmackDown review. I have not yet finished watching Raw yet as of this recording. I think I have like about an hour left. I do know what happens in the last hour, but I haven't actually watched it yet. I know Jey Uso won the Intercontinental Championship, but I still haven't watched it yet. So that probably will delay my Raw review till tomorrow. And I posted my short also. I am going to check out the Vince McMahon documentary series. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch each episode one by one. And I'm going to record my review after I do the episode. I will not watch another episode until I record a review after each one. Because I want my reactions to be genuine. I do not want to have it be impacted by the whole series be impacted. So I'd rather do one review, and do it that way. When I'll get started with that, hopefully sometime this week. So that is going to happen. And then SmackDown review. Now, for Bad Blood, I'm going to try to get the preview for Bad Blood done very early next week. Maybe as early as Monday, but I got to make the graphics over the weekend. Because the day of Bad Blood is the day of my wife's baby shower. So I am going to be busy a lot next week, helping her trying to get ready, and for the big day. I may not get to watch Bad Blood when Bad Blood airs, because the shower, and then I have my sister's going to be in town, so we're probably going to do something with her in the evening, just so I can spend time with her before she goes back home the next day. So that may, of course, get pushed off as well, but I will do a review, of course, of that as well. And same thing with Crown Jewel. Again, Survivor Series, though, I cannot guarantee a preview. A review, though, yes. A preview, I don't know about that one. But yeah, I'm mostly going to be just trying to, get, like, topic videos done. Stuff that I don't have, like, a hard deadline when I have to get them out, is what I'm saying, is what I'm going to do. I am still, as far as, like, video games go, I am still in the process of doing The Last Park and Roller Coaster Tycoon Mega Park. It is taking longer than I thought it would. I probably am going to be doing a lot of trimming down when I do finally finish that one, but I am nowhere close to being done with Mega Park. I still am also working on a series where I want to do my best and worst wrestling matches from any promotion, between all the promotions I've watched that year, from the years the year I watched wrestling, for every single year, which is 2014 to this year. I want to do a review series where each year I get my top 10 best and my top 10 worst matches of the year. They could be from any promotion I've watched the year. WWE, NXT, AEW were going to be, of course, the only ones. So that I decided, I recorded the stuff for the first one for 2014. But then after that, I thought, you know what? Let me make all the lists first, because I want to try to get, like, as many out at the same time as I can. So I'm going to, of course, take more time while bonding with my son to do that. That way I can just more so edit and just sit there with him, basically, rather than be down here and have him up there with my wife all the time. Because also, again, I got to dedicate time to my family. That's very important to me. Family is very important to me. But yeah, that, I've really dragged my feet on the Spear of Destiny Ultimate Challenge Let's Play. I really have, and I'm sorry. For those Wolfenstein fans, I've really dragged my feet on that game, and I'm sorry. So I want to try to get back into that. But I think my bigger priority with games right now is definitely Mega Park. Now, of course, I did recently start up redoing my MLB custom players. Again, I start over from scratch completely on those and just basically sharing each highlight as it happens. Which, again, I know those aren't really everybody's favorite thing in the world. But for me personally, as I always said this, my dream job, and I know it's never going to happen, my dream job was to do sports highlights. I always wanted to do sports highlights. And me doing them through my video games and these custom players, because I also like keeping stats for baseball, that's kind of me, like, fulfilling that emptiness by doing that. It means a lot to me. So I got that I will definitely be posting more of those as time goes on. As far as, like, some baseball news videos, there's not going to be too many. There may be a couple I may throw out, but I'm not going to go nuts over them unless if they're really big of a deal. I still have a list of several Wolfenstein commercials as well that I want to do too, from the games I already have completed. And again, I am going to review, I talked about the Vince McMahon documentary series. I do at some point want to try to get back into reviewing sitcoms again also, because I enjoyed doing the Seinfeld one. I know it took a long time. I just had a lot more trivia about Seinfeld. Like, I know a lot of behind the scenes stuff about Seinfeld. And I have a lot of other favorite sitcoms too, but I don't know as much trivia about those. So I feel like those should go quicker, but I would like to do them again. There's many sitcoms I want to review. I want to review Fuller House. I want to review Friends. I want to review The Big Bang Theory and Young Sheldon. I've recently, because my wife and I watch a lot of 90s sitcoms as well, The Middle. I want to watch that 70s show again, that 90s show, especially right now too, because my wife and I have a thing where we've picked out like one show. It's kind of like our dinner time show that we like watch like episode to episode. We don't like there's sometimes there's always a show where we always just put on and then it's like in the background. But we have a show we specifically watch episode to episode. So maybe eventually like if I'll pick the one we're doing and review that. But I don't know when those are going to start up again. But again, I still want to do content. That's my thing. I'm still doing content. I'm not quitting YouTube. But again, I just might have to adjust things. And again, especially the structured stuff. So the channel's going to kind of go a little unstructured, at least throughout the rest of the year. I can take the time during that time also to see, when I have time for things, when I can do things, and go from there. I can still come up here anytime and say, hey, what's up, guys? I'm sorry, come down here and say, hey, what's up, guys? And I want to continue to do this. It's fun. I like, sharing my opinions. I like, having my discussions. And I enjoy just expressing my creativity as well. So, again, guys, as always, I always appreciate your support. Again, I know I just do this for fun. But again, I like to, kind of like dig into the experience a little more and see what I can do. Also, too, please make sure you follow me on my social media accounts. Not a Facebook. I'm not going to do a Facebook book page. Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter are my 3 social media pages. Make sure you guys follow me there because I hit 100 followers on Twitter recently, but 95% of those followers are spam accounts. That's a little sad. I don't know if it's because I used the same exact name as I did before when I briefly took my accounts down, but I'm not really doing as well with social media as I was hoping to. So, if you don't follow me on anywhere yet, please follow me there. On Twitter, it's the Club of DaMan 93. TikTok and Instagram, it's the Club of DaMan 1993. Please make sure you guys support me there as well too. That way, of course, I can interact with you different ways. I'm going to try to get back into tweeting more. Like my goal was always to at least post one thing a day once I reactivated my social media accounts, and I've slacked with that, and I do apologize. I did though recently catch up with sharing all my shorts that I haven't shared on the Instagram and Twitter pages. So I got all that updated. So hopefully I can start posting some more shorts again. I posted one the other day with my my thoughts on 24 hours before the Vince McMahon documentary series premiered. And it's funny, any videos I post on TikTok and YouTube either get a lot of views on one on one app or the other. I don't get it. But again, as always, guys, I hope you guys continue to support the channel. Make sure you guys slap the subscribe button. And make sure to leave your comments down in the comment section below. Slap a like on the video. Follow me on the social media accounts I just mentioned. And just as always, guys, stay tuned. Like I said, things are going to get a little more not structured. You may see some longer gaps without me eventually. But again, I'm going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. And I'm still going to be up here to have fun. Going to be down here. Dang it, I can't get that right. Down here. Down in my basement. I don't know. I was freaking out. But yeah, that's my channel update, guys. Again, thank you for joining me again. I will be up here, of course, regularly. I'm not going to correct myself anymore. I'm done with it. I will be here on YouTube regularly up until the end of October when we get the crown jewel. And like I said, after that, I will be going kind of like unstructured for a bit. But like I said, once I get things figured out and things are smooth, we'll be having the flow again. Whatever route that is, but I'm looking forward to the ride, guys. I'm excited, of course, about being a father. I'm excited to start my own family, and things are going to be absolutely spectacular. So, guys, I'm checking now. I'll catch you guys later. Have a great rest of your night. I should have my Raw review tomorrow, and we'll go from there. Take care, guys, and do not forget, in order to be superior to the man, you've got to be the man. And for I am the man himself. And that is not just an opinion, my friends. That is a fact of life. Yeah, daddy.